Are you still leaving money on the table by not having a Kindle ebook version of your paperback? Well, in this video, we're going to put that to an end. What's up, guys? Dave Jacobson here, best-selling author and book publisher. And in today's video, I'm going to show you step by step exactly what you need to do in order to create an ebook version of your paperback for upload on Amazon. I'm literally going to go through the entire process, guys, from downloading Kindle Create to actually uploading your work to Amazon. So if that sounds good, without further ado, I'm going to shrink my melon-sized head here and we're going to get right into the video. So this is the Amazon Kindle Create platform. We're not quite there yet. Before you actually use that, you need to download it. So the first thing you want to do is come to Google or any search engine, type in Kindle Create, and then click search, and you should see one of the first things that should come up is this link here, Getting Started with Kindle Create. So you're going to click on that, and if you don't have the Kindle Create platform, this is where you would download it, right? So they have a Windows version and a Mac version. All you have to do is click download, give it a couple minutes, and then it should download. Once it downloads, you can open it up. And once you open it up, you're going to see a screen that looks something like this, right? This is where you would actually, if you have like other work that you've been working on, you can click on it, access it here. Otherwise, if it's a new project, click Create New, and then the Choose button, and then click the Continue button. And then what you want to do is enter the details of your book, right? So in order to show you how to do this, I've pulled up a paperback book that I've already created. The book is called Cat Poetry, Furtive Musings of a Cat Poet, right? So this is a humorous gift book for anyone who loves cats. And if you're into this kind of thing, I'll put a link in the description. Feel free to check it out. It's pretty hysterical. It's basically just a book filled with poems written by cats from cats' perspectives, right? Written by William Shakespeare. All right. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to copy the title and we're going to go back to Kindle Create and we're going to literally just paste it right in there, right? Once you have the title in there, then you're going to enter the author name, William Shakespeare, and then you're going to enter the publisher if there is one, right? If there isn't a publisher, that's fine. You can leave that blank. Then you're going to click Choose File, okay? So it should pull up a dialog for you to actually, you can't see it on my screen, but this is where you would choose basically the Word document that you used for your paperback version. Okay, you're going to choose that, and then Kindle Create is going to start automatically converting that document into what you need it to be, which is the Kindle Create format, right? So you can see it's kind of doing its thing here. It's basically importing the data from your Word document and automatically translating it into the proper format. Okay, so once you've done that, then what you're going to do is you're going to click Continue where it says Import Successful. Okay, and then you should see a new window come up once you're done with that. And I'm going to actually... it looks like this, and then once you click that, then it's going to take you, so once you click that button right there, then it's going to open it up, the new file, right? And it's not appearing, so I'm going to have to, just give me 1 second, I'm going to show you what this looks like. Okay, so now, there, you should be able to see the actual file, and this is what it looks like once it's been properly translated into an ebook version, right? And so this is pretty much what the file is supposed to look like, right? It's going to ask you, you can't see the window right now, but it's going to ask you if you want to reject all or accept. Just generally click select all, and that just applies all the changes, right? Then once you're there, you can make changes to it. So for example, you can see here that at the bottom of the screen, right, there's this you can kind of see the copyright, right? That doesn't really belong there. So you want to clean it up a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're just going to literally click enter, and it pushed it down to the next page. That's great. So it's an easy way to clean it up. If you want to do this really methodically, you can also click on front matter, And Front Matter is going to allow you to create a title page, a copyright, and a dedication page, right? Table of contents. You can do all of those things using the Front Matter, right? But then you're just going to go through the book and make sure everything looks good, right? If you want to make any changes to the formatting, like for example, I'll show you some things you can do. You highlight text and you come to formatting. You can change the spacing, right? If you want to make it like double spaced or single 1.5 space, you can do that. So there's different things you can do. You can change, you can make things, italicize things or make them bold. It gives you certain options to actually change the font, but not a lot of options. And the reason for that is, this is an ebook, right? So we don't want to get too fancy or creative with our fonts. Okay, so once you've gone through and everything looks good, right? Ode to the empty box. So this box is just this book is just a bunch of poems by cats. What treasure here, this cardboard paradise, delivered to my domain just today. Though humans think they hold the prize, they fail to see the box where I can play. Anyway, you get the idea. These are nocturnal contemplations, the window warrior, shall I compare thee to a sunny spot, right? So these are poems written by cats, and feel free to check it out. Again, I'll put a link in the description if you're interested. But anyway, once you've finished and make sure everything looks good, the next step is you're going to click Save, right? It's up in the top right corner, and then you're going to click Export. Okay, once you've exported the file, it's going to, you got to give it a name, and then you're ready for upload. So then what you want to do is you want to go back to your Amazon page, okay? And now if you've never created an ebook for this particular title, you should see a button here that says Create Kindle Ebook. If you already created one, you can use this link existing Kindle ebook instead. But we just created one, so we're going to click Create Kindle Ebook, right? And so once that's created, you'll see that it automatically applied, the information from my paperback version. I've got the book title, the subtitle, I've got the author name, William Shakespeare. It automatically imported the description that I used, right? So you just have to fill out some basic other information. Choose a category, for example. We'll choose poetry, right? So we'll go to literature and fiction, poetry, and then there's nothing for cats here, so we're just going to do general, and then click Save, right? You can add up to 3 categories, and I highly recommend you doing that. Now, you can do an option of pre-ordering. So you can make your Kindle ebook available for pre-order. I highly recommend this if you've never used this before, especially if you have like a mailing list. So what you can do is you can create a pre-order, which allows people to come in advance of before it's even released, and they can start buying the book, right? And when you do that, one of the huge benefits is it pushes your book up in the rankings, and all of those purchases get applied on the first day. So it's super easy to like have number 1 new release in that category, for example, if you know people who you can send this to. So we're not going to do that for the purposes of this demo, though. We're just going to click Save and Continue. It's going to take us to the next screen where we actually upload the document, right? So here's where you click Upload Manuscript, and if that you just created, and then you're going to have to choose, would you like to apply digital rights management to your files? I highly recommend yes. I'm going to do an in-depth tutorial on this at some point. Message me in the comments if you'd like to see this ASAP, like basically want to know more about what this means, and maybe I'll create a video if there's demand for it. By the way, please like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to this channel, if you like this kind of content. Kindle ebook cover. So this is where you would upload your ebook cover, right? If you've already created a cover for your paperback, I would recommend using that same file, and literally you just want to kind of take the front of that book, and it'll give you, if you right click on the required cover specifications, it'll tell you specifically the dimensions that you're looking for. And so it's 2,560 pixels by 1,600, right? So that's what you need to create for an ideal upload. Once you upload your cover, you select whether you used AI, and then you add your ISBN if you like. It's actually optional for Kindle eBooks. You don't have to do it. Then you fill out this information, click save, and move on to pricing. Pricing is the final step. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.